At this stage, we'll be computing the data quality matrix. So that's another way of checking the data. And we are going to do it in an ingenious way. So before we do that, we create our directory again. Then we list, we just pick a record just to view. Remember, we've already collapsed this to event code. So this does not end date too has been collapsed to event date. All right, so we have a record there. So it will be a nice idea to also check for inconsistency in the data before we create our. Remember what we did here. So it's the same approach we are going to apply. And it's going to be a bit different in the sense that we have already collapsed the data. So we don't have start and end date now, they have been collapsed. Maybe with this one, you'll be able to get a proper perspective of what was being discussed the other time. Say can't if start date is equal to end date. So we're talking about the previous one. Here it's a bit difficult to conceive, but at this stage now, what we are saying if event date is equal to underscore end minus one. So if this is equal to the previous one, if this ID is equal to this previous, so just like I said, minus 1 means the previous record. If it is minus 2, I'm comparing this one here with this one here. That's what it basically means. So we are going to get rid of this one now. I believe you've got a better understanding now. And count. Before we do that, we need to store sort by ID. We have done that. Let's do that again. Okay. So we have 0 number of records. So that's a big congratulations to us. All right, let's delete this one. We did. Now to create our data quality metrics, the essence of the data quality metrics is to be able to monitor the event, is kind of event transition kind of rules that we want to apply. How do we do that? We are going to use the event code. So the event, the first event and the next event, and we're going to do that by ID. So we're going to say generate prior event is equal to event code minus 1. That means the previous event code, the previous event code values rather. So this is something similar that we did at step 2. Okay, so we have created that. Now we are going to label the value, all the values. If I browse this event code now, you will see it will give me one. Now we've created the event label. We have defined it previously. We can always apply it wherever we need to label event code. We don't need to do it manually all over again just to apply. So here is the variable that we just created here. Remember, gen is the same thing as generate. So we apply this one that we define here. Okay, let me just go to where it was defined. Okay, somewhere around here. Yes. So we remember we defined it here. In as much you are still working on the same thing, you've not closed the window, it will still be in the memory. Label value. Okay, so the value has been labeled. If you want to label variable, if you want to label the variable itself, say label variable prior event line equal to history around, you can see previous or whichever names be able to previous event preceding. All right, so this is the where we are actually coming now. So we're going to say set line size to 50 so that this window will be able to contain. And now around this, let's see. Okay, let's maximize this so that we can see everything. Okay, so this is the previous event. So this is what we call the matrix or data quality matrix. There's something I want to do. I want it to show the missing record. Say M or missing. All right, so I want it to show everything. You can see what we have here. So assuming enumeration is following enumeration, this is the previous one, this is the current one. It's going to be an error, not this one that has 0. Enumeration out migration. That is not a problem. Enumeration can be followed by this. This is not a problem. Note it's like we name the current event incorrectly, so we may need to address that later. So take that as an assignment. Change this start event to events. So our current event. So let's continue. Enumeration can be followed by date. Enumeration can be followed by being current. Date can be followed by out migration. But note that date cannot be followed by immigration is an error. So immigration can be followed by out migration. Immigration can be followed by death. Immigration might be followed by being current. Out migration can be followed by immigration. We have explained that is plausible. Okay, so we have been able to plot our this thing. So we can save our data set here. Let's just save it as event history underscore data set and replace. So this is quite short. Okay, let's run it. Okay, then we also compress as well. And that has been saved. All right.